everybody. This is Tuesday Night Bully Talk. Welcome, welcome. We've got a very, very special guest, someone who we've been falling in love with very, very recently. Is absolutely darling human being. So without further ado, we'd like you to introduce yourself, give us your kennel name, and then what got you into bullies in the first place.
Well, I am Bonnie Harber, and we are Safe Harbor Bullies. Well, it kind of started as I bought my husband, it was a running joke in the house. I bought my husband a 4-month-old American bully off one of the bully groups. Sight unseen besides a picture. She was transported to us. But the joke in the house is I had a 4-month-old puppy and a 4-month-old baby. And it was pure hell.
I can imagine.
And that was my first experience with an American bully. I've had bull mastiffs, I have bred bull mastiffs, Great Danes, and Jack Russells all the different times of my life. Not avidly, just we had a litter here and then a litter there, and that was pretty much it. But we got Cleo, which was our first American bully. She is actually getting ready to turn 8 years old. We didn't breed her till she was 3. Because I told my husband, I said, if you're going to breed, you need to do it because, they have a higher chance of getting mastitis. Then that mastitis turns into breast cancer if they're not fixed every time they have a heat. And he's like, okay. So his brother actually got an American bully as well. It was a male. So we ended up doing a breeding. We had our first litter. And it was July, it was the 30th, 2020, I think it was, right midst of COVID.
Oh.
And it wasn't we didn't think anything of it. Well, I was also a manager still at Dollar General, and my boss is actually, it's all my boss's fault. I will say that. Tracy Barth, literally, it's all her fault. She actually introduced me. Right. She actually introduced me to Brandy Morris with BTK, Built Tough Kennels. I had a litter, my first American bully litter. Had no idea that when I spoke with my vet about her having to possibly have a C-section, he's like, oh no, she's big enough. She'll be fine. She can have them naturally. I'm like, are you sure? Because every bit of research I've done, there's possibilities. Go, no. I was like, all right. So I just finished a shift at Dollar General, came home. My son was still home. He wasn't in the Navy yet. And I was like, how's everything going? He's like, she's just laying there in the kiddie pool. My living room had one of the biggest kiddie pools ever. Almost a child mattress in it. And we slept in the living room. So at like 6 o'clock in the morning, her water broke. I had no puppies for 2 hours. I called the vet and I'm like, hey, I've had no puppies for 2 hours. I'm on my way. Oh, no, we don't have a vet here to do a C-section. I said, do what? Yeah. I scheduled this with you. I gave you a head. Oh, no, we don't have one. I'm like, okay, where am I going then? So they sent me to Country Critters in freaking Rule King here in Ocala. Critters. And had a C-section. Go figure. But anyway, it was funny because Cleo was a pieball, black and white. Thanos was, I want to say a blue. I think he was a blue or a light fawn. They had almost all the same color freaking puppies. So I'm sitting here going, how the hell am I going to tell everybody apart? So I showed my boss the pictures. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then she's like, my friend had a litter of puppies the same day. And I was like, no way. So she showed me her pictures. And the colored collars is what started it. I was like, oh my God, where'd she get those? And she was like, I'll get you in contact. I have no, ouch, stop biting me. Sorry.
Was that Al Groton?
Yes, actually,
he's a biter.
Actually it is.
Al Groton's a biter. He's a biter, that little snipe. He's a biter.
So Brandy and I have been best of friends. She's been my mentor. She's been an amazing woman, amazing help. Through bully world and family world, we've just become really close. I love her dearly. So she's kind of what started it all. I actually got to chit-chatting with her, and I bought a female from her litter that was born the same day my litter was, and that was my first champion female. She was off of Beast Boy, or is off of Beast Boy, and oh my gosh,
There it was.
oh my God, Little Kim. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here. I'm like, it's a Kim, it's a Kim, it's a Kim. I can't think of her freaking name.
You have pregnancy brain with all
Oh yeah, literally. Um,
this
Beast Boy
living.
was such a bull. He's so underrated. He produced some of the most amazing dogs
Yeah.
off him. We got the opportunity to see him and actually compete against him. And
yeah,
awesome owners, awesome dog. But I just wanted to
Yes.
add that tidbit. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, he is. I got to meet him the first time in Jacksonville. Jacksonville was my first show ever.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
and I just came to watch and see what it's all about. And then my first show that we actually competed in actually was Daytona. And then Marco Garcia with was it Duval Bullies. He was my handler. He is my trainer. He was the one that
Nice.
trained Mystique.
Phenomenal.
He trained Almighty for me. Um, and then when he champed out Almighty, looked at me and said, "You have to handle him." And I went, "Do what?"
I'm sorry,
That's
what?
what I'm talking about.
I have to do what in
I
the
love him.
champion class? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Oh,
He goes,
That's
"No."
yeah.
So, but he was amazing. He was right there next to me the whole time, telling me what to do. Brandy was amazing, and our another friend Marlena. We have a lot of good people around here. We have let's see, Todrick Ben. We have Edwin. We have Marlena with what's it, Southern. Oh, I'm gonna kill that name of her. Kill. I know it's something Southern Bullies. I can't think of the freaking name of it, but she actually started a training group for a bunch of us. Like we have a group on Facebook uh,
Nice.
that she orchestrated it. We meet typically it was on Thursdays, but we just do it when everybody's schedule works now. And we show train in the summer months. We go to Lowe's or Tractor Supply, and we do socializing with the dogs,
Brilliant.
desensitizing. We have I have a lot of amazing people I've met. Tammy Coughlin, Tammy and Rob, Marlena, Alex up in Jacksonville. They just all Bree Hall, Lois, everybody has been amazing that I've met. Carlos, oh, he's awesome. I love Carlos. Um, you know, I always wanted to be a person that can give back. So a lot of what I do with the community is I give back.
Yeah, my wife said, that's the nice lady that called us with the information on the mechanical nose sucker. And I was like,
Yes.
oh, that is all
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very, very giving
Hey,
with
hey,
everything.
look.
It's amazing. It helps so much.
So, look. So, when he pushed you out there in the ring like that, I mean, how did you feel? Or did you think in your own mind could you get it done?
I was scared as shit. Um, All Might was amazing. I will say that because my hands were trembling. And then when I won my first champion win, I got 2 champion wins out of him before they kind of just, started veering away from his type of dog. And I was like, it's okay.
Mm,
That is 100% okay. Um, I was nervous, but it was exhilarating. And when we got a win, it was just something. And to know that I
Earned.
didn't get to train him, but I was doing my homework like I was informed by Marco
Yeah.
because you have to do your homework with Marco.
Hey, look,
So,
and that was all it took, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah,
got bit by the
Sometimes,
show bug.
I did. I
sometimes,
got bit by
hey,
the show bug.
just like,
Um,
hey, just like a mom push a bird out the nest. Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah.
get pushed when you're not inspecting it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb,
What
Caleb
a
pushed
tough
me the
push,
same
though.
way
That's
back in the
that's
day.
yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Uh,
tough
it's
going in the
Yes.
champion class. That's
it
I,
tough
is.
going in the champion. That's like
yeah, that was a hell of a way to
playing
start it.
baseball and then
I
like
know, man. That's why I
going
had
to the
to
All
ask
Star
her.
game, going to the
Right.
All Star game and saying this is where you start. You start here. Your first at bat right now.
Right,
But no,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. He saw something in you, and look what he's
Yeah.
done.
It was nerve wracking. I will say that, but now I've
Yeah.
gotten used to it, and now I enjoy being out there and spending time with the dog. And that was the one thing he always told me. He says, "Go out there and be with your dog."
Yes.
Like the video you caught me dancing at
Oh my
National.
God. Still one of my favorite. Like I think that was actually the moment where I was like, I absolutely love this woman.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Tanner
already,
taught
I
and
already
I
really
danced.
liked you, but in that moment, I was like, get it. Yes. I love this woman.
Yeah, he's a mess.
It's
See,
totally worth it, isn't it? Whenever, because you're like, I don't know if I want to get in the ring, and I don't want to do the dog a disservice and all that,
Right.
And then when you show your own dog, it's really something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So,
Look at that
Yeah.
little puppers right
oh
there. I
my
love the
Sweet.
black tri.
goodness.
That black
Oh,
tie look good, boy.
See,
Hey,
yeah, he
Bonnie,
doesn't seem to be
you hit
fighting.
on, hey, you hit on a couple things that I kind of want to go
what's that?
back to with your introduction, and I love it. So you got into the dogs, and it seems like you completely indulged yourself into it. It's like, mentally being prepared, things like that. It's like you learned a lot very quick, and you hit on mastitis, and you hit on that you like your dogs to be bred because breast cancer and how things go between heats. Let's
Hmm.
go a little further into that because that's a hot subject, and I
It
really
is.
really like this topic. People need to know
So
about it.
Hmm.
as a young girl, my parents had female dogs. We had a lab and a blue heeler. Now, as a blue heeler, when the blue heeler was older, she was never fixed, and neither was the lab. And I had to watch both of those dogs go through that. And my parents didn't have the funds to basically do the treatments and things like that. So it was kind of, we just made them comfortable and we were there with them when they passed from it. Um, it was very hard. So I told him, I said, I will not ever be in a situation that I have to do that. So if we're not going to breed, they're going to be fixed because whatever you don't use, you don't need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it can cause infections. You can get mastitis. You can get pyrometria. There are so many things that you can get that is just, you know, a bomb waiting to basically go off.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Now, when it comes to the prospect of getting them fixed, do you have a specific age where you refuse to fix them prior to that? Because that's another hot topic.
So
Is
yes, so I do not fix any dog unless it is 100% medically necessary before 12 to 15 months old. They need to hit that puberty. It's just like us. If we were kids and our parents got us
Yeah,
castrated before we hit puberty, we would be
right?
what?
exactly.
Nothing. Our
Yeah,
bodies need those hormones. And
Yeah.
yes, I get fix them all, fix them, but don't do the dog a disservice by
right.
messing up their growth plates, their joints, their ligaments, and
Oh,
their
got the
their
bone
whole body
density.
structure.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Everything.
our
Two
we have our
trains.
like in situations where we haven't had to use the contract yet, but we have a contract put together for like a pet home scenario where
Mm-hmm.
the dog is to be fixed. If that situation presented itself, but we've got it written up for 18 months.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
Yeah.
I would definitely say the dog being mature is a big deal. You don't want to interrupt those hormones before they get to develop for sure.
Right. No,
Yeah.
What a
100%.
look at that little puppers right there.
This is Sir
Look at the
Spuddington's.
shoulders on that
Sir
thing. Good
Spuddington,
God.
golly. How old are they
Yeah.
now?
This Friday, they'll be 5 weeks old.
Mm.
How's their feeding coming along? We already moving into new messy, fantastically messy options.
The
Yeah.
mush stage. So,
They wear it. They wear it.
right.
It's everywhere. It's on them. It's on you.
On
It's
you,
on
it's
every
everywhere.
surface that's within shot. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a whole
Come
mess.
here.
Yeah, and then right around the time you start going to mush is right about the time their poop starts smelling different, and about the time Mama says like,
I'm
"This
not
is
touching
not
that.
what I signed up
Yeah.
for."
Yeah. Exactly. I'm tapping out.
Yeah.
You're on your own, lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
Mama goes to
Done
cleaning
cleaning
up
poop.
every little thing to smelling it and going like,
she's like,
"No,
Yep,
no,
that's
I
not
ain't
from
eating
me.
that."
That's not from me. Foreign object. Foreign object
yes,
has approached.
yeah,
Let me
stranger
see
danger.
coconut.
Oh my
I can
God.
I can barely I can barely
Uh,
see what Edwin is saying, but I can see that he says something about coconut. Let me see coconut. So I have also one of Zion's puppies
Oh, yeah, that's
that
right. I remember hearing that.
from the we call them Three Musketeers. I'm not allowed to call them orphans because I get yelled at by my boss. So here is coconut.
Oh, goodness, look at that face. Oh,
oh yes.
goodness God. You make
Yeah.
beastly.
Pretty dog.
Golly.
What
Here's
litter did this come
coconut.
from, and how old?
So she is 10 weeks. No, 9 weeks. She's behind Hattie's litter. Hattie's litter just turned
She
10
looks
weeks. So
good.
she is 9 weeks. She is from Grand Champion Zion, bred to, I can't remember, it's Lottie was her name, but the
Uh-huh.
mama ended
Lottie,
up
yeah.
passing after her C-section. So
Oh.
I whelped the litter of 3. I'm trying to step over puppies without taking out puppies. Hold on.
It's an obstacle course. It always will be.
Well, it is because they all decided to fall asleep.
Of course they did.
So,
Little boulders,
well, and
little tiny
there's
boulders.
Happy Dad. Hey, Tot. Hey, Tot.
Todd, my
Hey, he's
dude.
such a beautiful boy.
Yeah, beautiful animal.
Yes, it's
Goodness
a
gracious.
boy.
He's such good natured. He's so good natured.
He is. He's a ham bone.
Mm-hmm.
But so I ended up keeping one female from that. So I hope we started leash training. That was fun. Yeah.
I can't tell if you're kidding.
No, it's really, she did really good though.
Oh, good.
She I use a horse leash, like a regular lead for a horse.
Yeah.
And I just clip it on their collar and make them drag it.
That's
So that way they
a
get
hefty-
used to that feeling, and it's not. We do that a couple of times, probably about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll do that, and then we'll move on to. I'll pick the lead up, and we'll just walk and see how far we go before we get a rodeo.
Yeah. So you're using the halter lead. That's substantial. That's enough that they'll definitely know it's there.
Yeah. So here's my honey.
Hi,
What's
honey.
up?
Hey.
So this is Sean. He's not the camera guy. He's behind the camera guy.
He's the wizard behind the curtains.
Yes.
That's my
here
wife.
for
She
it.
likes to be behind the camera.
Right.
Hey, I
Yeah.
love that because it takes a team. I love that. I
It
love the
does.
spotlight you're putting on him too. It's well deserved.
Well, and my
Get him in
daughter,
there. Get him in there where we can get a read on it.
truly, my oldest daughter, Cassandra, is my right hand. She is the one that is with me. She helps with the puppies because I do work 2 jobs. So I take care of a physically impaired young man that I've been with. This October will be 15 years. He's like one of my kids. I mean, my name is tattooed on his leg. I'm his mom. So I've been with him for 15 years, and then I'm a manager at Dollar General. So she is literally my everything here at the house. So if I'm not here, she takes care of the dog. She takes care of the puppies.
Nice.
You know, since December 29th of 2025 till Saturday of this past weekend, I have had 30 puppies in my house.
Good gracious.
And
So-
only
so-
one litter of 7 was mine.
So does your daughter, is she willing to train other children to, because I
can
have
definitely
a
run that
14-year-old
by her.
daughter that does
Shameless
pretty good,
plug.
but I don't know if she's doing all that.
Well, and I do pay her. You know, we were paid to do it. I pay her. She also works at Dollar General. So it works out. We work very well together as far as trying to keep everything situated. And then Alicia, which I think, did she go to bed already?
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Or not watching TV.
Probably not. But so Alicia is our 8-year-old as well. So she helps as well. Coconut is kind of her project. That's her baby. She
I like
actually
that.
gave her a nickname at 2 weeks old because we don't give nicknames until they're at least 2 weeks old. I don't know, maybe it's a superstition, but 2 weeks old, we can give you a nickname. So she gave the 3 Musketeers nicknames, and she's like, "Can we call this one Coconut?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." I'll let the owner know that that's the nickname you chose for his dog.
My granddaughter said that ours is Bluey. So I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, you
Well,
got stuff
we
with that.
definitely
I
we
try
named
to
a Bluey
avoid-
for somebody too, because Brandon has a litter from Cheyenne and Zion that my daughter named Bluey for one of their puppies.
Yeah, we showed her the little blue puppy, and she said, "Bluey." Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, it's Bluey now.
And it's stuck.
Yeah.
Well,
What were you saying,
you've
Caleb?
already won, Caleb and I, because we're all about that family dynamic. We got the whole teams on board with all this stuff we do. So it's just cool that way.
It
you know?
is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Bruce and I are Lone Rangers.
Yeah, we on our own.
Yeah.
Hey, my
You know,
wife's all in
hits
one day, and
different.
then the next day she's like, "Get your dogs."
Yeah,
No,
that's
she doesn't.
that's so. What started as me purchasing him a
Mhm.
bully ended up turning into me.
It's your fault, Sean. You did it. It's your fault.
I ain't taking blame for this one.
It's
That's
Brandy's
Brandy's
fault.
Brandy's fault. Dang it, Brandy.
Yeah, but no,
Hmm.
it's been a lot. We have some amazing people in our life, like Brandon and Amber. We got lucky. There have been some amazing people that we have come across, and there. I mean, of course, there's been the bad, but I think we've had more good than we have had bad.
Why are you
Um,
fighting?
so it works out, I think. And then I also help
Yeah.
I help the community with the people around me. I help them get raw meat. Um, I do an order once a month for all the breeders around me that if you want to do the raw, you can join in on it. It comes to my house. And then on Friday night, sometimes we meet a few people up in Hawthorne on 301 for the people up in Jacksonville and that area. Um, you know, it, we do it to help the community.
Yeah.
We do it also because we love the raw meat. We love the food. It has made a difference. In giving the dogs the diets that they need. I still do, and some people disagree with it, but I haven't seen a problem with it. I do 1 cup of kibble, and then everything else is fruits, vegetables, yogurts, oils, and raw. And then, well, Fat Man here gets sardines. So
Oh man.
I'm a big fan of raw. It's you got to worm your dogs more often and things
you
like that.
do, but
But
I'd
but it
rather do
is it
that.
is a better nutritional. It's a broader spectrum of what the dog needs if you do it right.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
got
I
it.
heard you also do freeze dried candy. Is that my understanding?
Yes. And dog treats.
You crazy eyed candy's what we're doing now.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
the
we
big. The
actually we
Nice.
Go
have
ahead.
the machine going right now in the living room. That's why we're not in the living room.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
The
Mhm.
Have you ever noticed the difference in shedding with raw and kibble? That if you feed a dog kibble, it'll shed way more than on a raw
yeah.
diet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's a big difference in shedding.
it is. For
Yeah.
sure. No, definitely.
I noticed the shedding, the amount of poop.
The amount
Yeah.
of poop's a big one
That's
too.
that's the big
Yeah,
one. We're the
Oh
it's
psychos that
yeah.
are always like
one
following our
cat
dogs around, like
size poop
watching
a
their poop.
day, or three
The
or
poop.
four Saint Bernard size poops a day. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Yep.
Caleb, you do XLs, right? I don't want an XL because of how much poop.
That's a lot.
I just don't. They leave really big piles of poop.
They're really big. Yeah, the size of some people's puppies. It's insane. Um, yeah, no, definitely. It is definitely a whole thing, and it changes everything. Their energy level, the consistency, and yeah, the coat, the nails. It
Oh
actually,
yeah.
you can
Try to
actually
keep
tell
the
the
light
difference
out of
in
it.
the texture
Here,
of the
there we
nails.
go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that
Hey Bunny,
absolutely
so
cool?
so do you make your own raw?
No, I have so Bobby down in Altamont Springs with oh my God, Feed Seminole, Raw Feed Seminole in Altamont Springs is who I get my raw meat from.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I believe it comes from Wisconsin, um, from what I'm understanding. I get that, and then I just add my stuff to it.
Okay.
Nice. What stuff? I mean, unless it's a secret, what stuff are you
No,
adding?
pardon me.
What stuff are you adding?
So I do frozen fruit and vegetables because not every time can I get to um, the grocery store and get fresh. So we do frozen. I do Greek yogurt. Always, always, always Greek yogurt. It can be
Love
whole
it.
milk or it can be 2%. It
What you-
balances your good gut health and it minimizes. Now you still have sometimes a yeast problem. They're dogs. But it does minimize your yeast because of the balancing of their gut health. A lot of
Love
problems
it.
with your coat and your hair, even us. Like if we balance our gut health, our skin is better, our hair is better. It's the same concept. That
hmm
it makes a huge
Yeah.
difference. It's also a good part of their calcium. good for them all the way around. You know, the Greek yogurt is, I don't ever like, if we run out of raw, that's fine. Get them Greek yogurt. They have to have the Greek
Yeah.
yogurt. And I go to Walmart every other week and I buy 8 to 10 things of 32-ounce Greek yogurt.
We
Good.
And
What is this
every
substitute.
dog
yogurt
gets a
lady
large
again? Oh
heaping
God.
tablespoon of it.
We
We go
substitute
through
with
different
kefir.
oils. I'll do
Yeah,
flaxseed,
kefir. Yeah.
wheat germ, coconut oil.
Ow.
Good one.
Different oils, because each oils do different things. Like wheat
Oh
germ
yeah.
is great for male testosterone and the reproductive systems of the dogs.
Because that's good for the
Flaxseed
stomach
is
lining.
good
Yeah.
for the omegas and things like that. So we rotate by what I can get at the feed store. Um,
Love it.
what else do? We do a bone meal that I get from Bobby as well.
I should say bone meal.
The bone meal. My girls get Be Strong and one folate pill.
Okay.
No matter if they're
Okay.
being bred or not, once you hit your age of being 2 years old to be bred, you are put on that regiment because I want your folate levels to be perfect whenever we do decide to breed you.
Oh,
So
for
I'm
sure.
not playing catch up in your system, if that makes sense.
Yes. No,
Mhm.
absolutely. And again, having that
I
added.
can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us.
You can mute it.
I did mute it. I can't hear you.
What?
Can you hear me?
Uh,
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
you have to
I can't
sign
hear
out
you.
and sign back in if you can't hear us.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Sign out and sign
Jump
back in.
out,
You and
come
Bob
back
got tired
in.
of You talking.
Oh, shush.
Tell her again, Amanda.
Hop out, come back in.
Come out and come back in. Okay. Out.
I love her so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, she's absolutely phenomenal. You know, one of my favorite things so far is zero gatekeeping. Zero gatekeeping.
Yeah.
What? Can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love
we
it.
dealt with that with StreamYard. I was trying to tell you, we also use kefir as a substitute
Oh, that's a
For-
good one too, because
for
it's a
Greek
live
yogurt,
enzyme.
Yep.
and we've also used. It's better if you get it from the refrigerator section than off the shelf, but we use sauerkraut as well.
I had not about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the one in the refrigerator, you can get it on the shelf or the refrigerator, but the one in the fridge has more live culture in it. So and you
Random
wouldn't
thing.
think the dogs like sauerkraut, but they do. They love it.
Yeah, it
We
smells
have-
great coming out too, but I digress.
Yeah.
Um, actually, we have done a lot of stuff. Like the dogs like collard greens. So with
Mhm.
collard greens, what I do is I pick either a chicken or a beef broth unsalted. I put it in my pressure cooker and I pressure cook the greens for them, and that goes right in their food. They have to have it cooked because they can't digest it. So when I used to have a big problem with not being able to sleep at night, I did a lot of Googling. So
There's
I
a
started
few odd
Googling-
vegetables that they really like that you would never think, like mine like steamed broccoli. They like Brussels sprouts. They love asparagus. They
Yeah.
love green beans.
carrots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
So-
we do, especially for puppies, every puppy that's been born here, we start them on it. We do raw carrots that's been soaked in unsalted broth, either chicken or beef, in the refrigerator for 24 to 48 hours. And then I take those carrots and I put them in a Ziploc baggie and put them in the freezer. And they're chew toys. They also help with teething for the puppies. But if they get a chunk of that off, they're going to digest it. It's not going to be like a rawhide and get stuck and have a $3,000 surgery.
Oh,
So I've been doing that now probably since about my second or third litter. And everybody now, my adults are like, heck yeah, give me my carrots. They love their carrots.
That's cool. I never heard that.
I
Yeah.
ain't never heard that either. So
Well-
so what about pumpkin? You ever use that?
So I had a problem with pumpkin. You know, that whole thing of too much of a good thing can be bad.
oh no!
Oh, you
Well, I know
unclogged
where
them.
that comment's coming.
I have
Yes.
trouble with that with pumpkin as well on my program. We like coconut oil better.
Yeah. Just,
Well,
the
yeah,
pumpkin-
coconut oil. Yes, whenever you're transitioning foods or anything like that, giving them anything new, coconut oil is really, really good for coating in the stomach. You know what else is also good for coating in the stomach? Aloe juice.
Sour cream is a good transition substitute as well.
I didn't know that either.
We use coconut oil, sour cream, and sometimes a little bit of sauerkraut.
Interesting what
Just
she's
depends.
doing.
Why do you think I got?
She's being a
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
Which one? Agraku?
No, it sounds like Jezebel, his mama.
Oh, she's being needy right now. Oh goodness. Oh yeah. No, I
I,
find that
recent, I recently read that if you're primary, and I didn't know this, and I've been all up and down the whole raw thing for a long time. Raul's big on raw, so we really dug into it, and
Right.
I didn't know that if you mainly feed your dogs chicken, like if you just like a chicken quarter and then the fruits and vegetables and whatever additives, and that's your main source of protein is the chicken quarter, that the balance of the omega-3 versus the omega-6 over the omega-3 is disproportioned. And you can have issues with pregnancies and things like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
There,
I didn't
get your
either.
other girl.
I was
Which one?
digging in a rabbit hole just
Jules,
the
come here,
other
baby.
day
yeah.
and learned that that you
Can you
shouldn't
close the
use
door?
chicken alone as your primary source of protein because it can affect
Oh
not
no.
just fertility but pregnancies.
I'm not shocked.
Hmm.
Strangely, I'm not shocked. I've never felt that chicken in a general sense should be the only protein
Mhm.
you're using. In a
Yeah,
general
because
sense.
that balance between the proper ratio between omega-6 and omega-3 is so important.
Hmm.
I didn't realize how
Yeah.
important it was. It's actually a really big deal.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie. I don't want to get
Yes.
too far off track what we're talking about though, too. So, because I think again, this is a good subject. So, with females, what age is a good age to start breeding them, and how many breedings, and what takes place in the female body in between if heats? If you skip a heat, what exactly is going on with the female body? Because why should you not skip like you were kind of referring to?
So there is controversial situations on that subject. So we have skipped heats because either finances, life, or I had my one female who would come into heat every 5 months. I
Dang.
didn't breed her until her full heat because I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna, I wanted to do closer to 2 years old.
Hmm.
But when you skip a heat, you do I mean, actually, with even not even skip it, guys, can you stop? Sorry, they're playing on the bed. Um, you have a chance of getting pyro even if you do breed her, because she can get it and still be pregnant and have an infection. So if you skip a heat, you have a chance of getting it. If you don't skip a heat, you could still you can get postpartum pyrometria.
Yeah.
So keeping your girls is hoo-ha clean per se. Keeping them clean, keeping them their area that they go to the bathroom, not on the ground. I have girls who like to put their vajayjays down in the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just clean you.
It drives me and it just drives me crazy. So what we do is we start an antibiotic regimen. The
Really?
dogs are on an antibiotic regimen. They go to this. We have a concrete slab that my girls that are in heat go to, so that there's nowhere near the boys. It regulates everybody. It keeps everybody's attitudes in check. Because I don't want oopses
Nice.
and I don't want fights.
Oh, right. No, everybody's
Yeah.
on
So
10 when
Very
the
thought
female's
out.
in heat.
Yeah.
And if a female isn't being bred and she every 6 months or however long it is for her period, starts getting stimulated, and you have the mammary glands that stay stimulated because there wasn't nothing that released them, or the hormones, or she may have a hormone imbalance where her estrogen is higher than other, and she gets knots. Those knots don't go away. They
Yeah.
can turn into breast cancer. And then what? So you have breast cancer, you have a possibility of pyrometria, there's all kinds of things. So I just feel like sometimes if you're not going to breed that female at her age that she needs to be bred, then there's no reason to keep those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could definitely start to work against her for sure. Now,
Yeah.
while you have puppies on the ground, you also have this beautiful dog behind you.
This is Ruby Jules.
Sorry, I'm a little partial to red sables.
Yeah, I was fixing to say. Yeah,
I know I'm a
expecting
total
it.
sucker.
I am too. I really love them.
Oh, yeah, she's beautiful. She's beastly too. She's definitely
she
like
is
how, like what's
huge.
her stud feed kind of, yeah, kind of dog. She's
She
beautiful.
is 80 pounds
Jesus.
before she was bred.
What?
She's
Oh,
solid.
Dang.
So,
And is she still pocket height or?
oh yeah, she's pocket.
Oh, I
dang,
can tell. Look at
grown.
that. That's that gummy bear thing right there. With a little, oh my goodness. She's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
So we
God.
actually confirmed she is pregnant.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
Who's
Congratulations.
the sire, may we ask?
Yeah. The baby daddy is Nino Brown, owned by Todrick Ben. I think he's posted him up quite a bit. That's a big beastie boy right there.
Dang. Yeah, that's so what's the blood behind her and the stud?
So she is off of my Beast Boy daughter, Mystique, and I bred Mystique to Grand Champion Don P, owned by Fabian. There she is.
Jesus.
That's my girl.
Big girl.
Yeah, she is.
She look good too, man. She do look like a
Mm-hmm.
male.
Beastly.
Yeah.
Beastly. Yeah.
So this is her first litter. So this will be fun, and they'll be due in the middle of April.
Dang.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. That's a beautiful, beautiful girl.
Great spread, great shoulders.
Yeah, she nice.
Yeah. Nice bone.
Yeah. Very, very beautiful. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what she'll push out. That's gonna be awesome. Tighter.
My wife was asking how long should a female bleed after having puppies, in your opinion? She's asking because we got one still bleeding.
It's still bleeding.
How
Okay.
long? How old are the puppies?
10 weeks. Well, they turned 11 weeks Sunday.
That's a little long.
I
Is
know,
she-
and I've talked to so many people that said, "Hey, we've had ours bleed from the pregnancy to their next heat," and I've had
I
people
would be
say,
concerned about anemia and
"I know she's
Yeah.
not bleeding very much at all, just spotting, but
the
uh,
aggravating spotting. Right.
for we
Okay.
feel like it's kind of getting towards being a long time."
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
having any other issues with her at all, and she seems to be fine with it, but she's still spotting, so it's getting to where I feel like it's pretty long though. How long have y'all had it go?
Um. Well, I think Jezebel, she's done, and the puppies, she was done bleeding about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Now here's a crazy thing. Nebula, the female that I whelped for Brandon and Amber, I got really concerned because there was very lack of blood flow, and I was very worried. But she ended up birthing some of those puppies on her own, and then her blood pretty much kind of stopped, and they went home Saturday at 2 weeks old. So it really depends on the female. I mean, it's just like us. Every time
Yeah.
a pregnancy, it's different every time.
Yeah.
Um,
Our first litter was a crime scene of a birthing process. I mean, it was a bloody mess. Like
oh wow.
every puppy, everything. It was like it was on the walls. It was everywhere. We were like,
You'd think he'd been so traumatized, never again, but
and
you
then
know.
she only bled after the birthing for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh wow.
And then she stopped, even though it was a really bloody birth. But then this one, she didn't bleed so much giving birth. It wasn't a messy birthing process, but now here it is 11 weeks later, she's still bleeding a little bit. So,
Her gums are still a good color and everything.
yeah, appetite's fine. She's not, she's
Energy
drinking
level.
and eating fine. Gums look good. Hydration's good.
Good.
It's not excessive at all. It's just, like today I thought, you know what? I think she's not bleeding anymore. And then about halfway through the day, I said, oh, no, there's a little
There it
bit
is.
there.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but I know Brandon was mentioning that after about 10 weeks, it's probably a good option to just possibly go check it out with a vet.
I did. I asked, and they said it's like she said. It's different for every female.
Mhm.
It's not quite long enough to be just alarming. Believe it or
Right.
not, is what they're telling me.
Or at least with the amount of
But to me, it's getting to a point where like I feel like I want to know why she's still bleeding. But
Yeah.
my vet said, look, if you're uncomfortable, bring her in. But it's not unusual to go that long. So
Okay, that's good. She
Kind of
says,
scary though, ain't it?
well, Brandy was just like, as long as the discharge doesn't turn like a khaki brown or have a foul odor to it.
Yeah. No, it's
So,
still red. It's dark. It's
okay.
not. It's not. It's not a light red. It's a darker red.
Okay.
And yeah, but it's still scary, man. I don't think I can let her go much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and just take her in anyway. I had her. I wouldn't be as comfortable as I am if I hadn't taken her in. I think a day or two after she had the puppies, I on the last puppy, we had a little trouble with it, and I anyway, I wanted to make sure we didn't see the placenta pass, and I seen her lapping up something, and I thought it could be, but I didn't actually lay eyes on it, so I
Mhm.
was worried something was still in there. And we
Yeah.
took her and they checked her and did the X-ray
You
or
do like an
whatever, and
ultrasound. Yeah.
everything was out of there. So I think it was ultrasound, but yeah, got it all out of there. So
So
I
that's
know I
definitely
do
good.
know that there's nothing stuck in there.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
darker the color, apparently it's not, as Brandy said, that's like old blood.
So what's some dimensions on Tater Tot right there?
He is 17 inches tall and right at 89, 90 pounds, depending on the
Wow.
day. I don't know how big his. He's
Big
huge.
enough.
I
He's
got
a
a piece of
he's a
tape right
hoss.
now.
He's a big boy.
He's a chunky butt.
Well, and what's crazy is like even from seeing him at nationals to seeing him at the opener, he's already gotten bigger.
Spread.
Since then. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
I'm like,
has. He's
is that the dog that she was? No, really? Oh God, you know.
yeah,
But then
but
again,
he just turned 2.
nice.
So you start hitting that pop.
Yeah, and it was funny because hi, yeah, we've been waiting on you. We thought you went to bed. Can you close the door, baby? Because the air is very loud out there.
Was
There
you
we go.
hiding in your room?
No.
Anyway,
I didn't realize that it was almost 9.
If she wants to come say
Hello.
hi, Tater Tot, you can't get in her lap. Stop.
Hi.
I bet he'll
What's
try.
Sitting right there.
Oh goodness, Tater, stop! You can't get in her lap.
Really?
Lord
He's
have
gonna
mercy.
try. Yeah.
Yes, he
Mine
is.
doesn't understand like no, can't.
Yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
part of the vocabulary. It's like bet. For sure.
All right, I got up because I'm getting pushed off the bed.
That's where you sit in the hierarchy of things now. No.
That's where I sleep when I whelp.
Nice.
I didn't blame you. Gotta stay close. Gotta stay close.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
doing better than me. I did the whole thing on a pallet in the floor, but I'm gonna have to. I hope my
Oh,
wife's
no.
seen that. Maybe she'll let me upgrade a little bit.
She said
Yeah,
no.
That could not have been easy on your back. No way.
no, I have a steel cage in my spine from my L4 to S5. So there's no sleeping on the floor.
No, negative. I
Well,
would say
my
not.
back's not.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have a cage, but I'm not in much better shape. My back's terrible.
Yeah.
It was rough. I have the most shameful picture where I'm in a tank top with my
I know.
CPAP on, and I'm
You
scrolling
got
on
the puppets
TikTok,
on?
and the dog's laying on my shoulder watching TikTok with me, and my wife, she took a picture from the
She did.
camera on the wall. You know, it's just like,
She
oh
did.
That
my
is hilarious.
No, she did.
All right, stop.
Yeah, that's Christina coming in clutch.
Oh man, it's
Please share
terrible.
that picture. Please
No,
share
I-
that
Right,
Yeah,
picture.
yes,
for the
we
love
need
of
to
God.
see
Hey,
that.
Christina, if you have that picture, message it to me. We're putting it up. We're putting it
Yeah,
up.
we need to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But so actually speaking of like, so anybody who's actually
She's
like,
gonna send it. She's got the
oh
picture.
no, she's
damn
gonna
it.
send it.
Yeah.
But so I'm patiently waiting. But no, in the meantime though, there's a picture. So that way anybody who just now saw Tater can actually kind of see this was nationals.
Yep.
So he's definitely
Perfect gate.
yes, beautiful gate. And I mean you guys were on lock, and you could tell that like just from the way he's looking at you, he's engaged.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about it earlier, almost just kind of in jest, but like you really do go out of your way to have fun with your dogs.
Yeah.
So like in the waiting section and everything, you're just back there just dancing, having fun and keeping him engaged. And he's just looking at you like, I don't know, but this looks like fun to me. But he was just keeping him engaged. It definitely, it's something to see because some people it's business, it's pure business,
Right.
Seriously.
And so the little bit of backstory about Tater Tot.
Oh, please. Yes.
So he was basically a breeding I did with Almighty Jaws, my J2 son that I have. The lady paid the stud fee, and she had, I think it was 7 beautiful babies. Tater Tot was one of her keepers. Her name is Jessica, and she lives down towards Kissimmee. And she messaged me, I want to say it was in 2024, and I got him in the beginning of January of 2025. So she messaged me. She says, Bonnie, I have a problem. She says, Lewis has had 3 heart attacks in the last 6 months. It's a lot for us to care for him and whatnot. And I said, all right, I said, well, what are you asking for him? So I can try and get the word out, because I wasn't in the position of wanting another dog. And she's like, well, I want him to go to a show home because I think he has the potential.
Yeah.
And she had shown Frenchies and whatnot. So I was like, all right. So January 1st of 2025, the brainiac idea of Bonnie said, let's go see what this dog looks like. And we did. And the first time I met him, he bit my hand and pulled me. And it wasn't a bite. It was I'm going to hold you.
Yeah.
Because I put my hand out for him to smell me, and he bit my fingers and just held my fingers. And I was like, okay.
Apparently I'm not going anywhere. Fantastic.
That'll work. So Tater Tot, his name back then was Tyson. And I used to have a Great Dane that, was very senior. We had to have him put to sleep. So there was no reusing that name. That was not what we were going to be able to do. So on the way there, we're trying to think of names. And I was like, I was being funny. I was like, Tater Tot. He's a lilac. He's a Tater Tot. And he's like, all right, well, we'll see when we get down there. And when he did that, I was like, he's a Tater Tot.
Yeah, he's definitely,
We got him in the truck. He had not been socialized. He had not ridden in a car very often. We had to rush to Petco. We rushed to Petco. I got there, and some people disagree with this, but I have been using this method a little bit, and it has made beneficial situations. I gave him 5 hemp chewies, and we sat inside Petco until they started taking effect.
Oh my God.
Now, mind you, he was on a standard nylon collar. He about ripped my shoulder out of the socket because he had no manners on a leash.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're going to have to work on that. So we went in. 1 second, please, baby. Okay. We went in the Petco. We did that. I ended up getting a snake chain, and we had a couple come to Jesus moments. I will 100% own that because I was not being yanked around that store.
Ooh.
We stayed in there for probably about an hour and 15 minutes, and I knew that they had started taking effect. We got in the truck, and he sat right with me, and he just relaxed, and he watched. Because he had not been out in a vehicle very often,
Right.
he was stressing himself out.
Yeah.
His tongue was almost blue. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. I told my husband, I don't give a shit what law you break. Get me to the closest Petco, PetSmart right now.
Yeah.
And we did. We stayed in there until he was able to. I could tell that he was more relaxing. So then the few months after that, I would take him out. I would give him a hemp chewy or two. I would wait the 45 minutes. We would go out. We would do our socializing. We would come to have a. He was very rude. He was very rude.
Not gentleman-like at first. Not gentleman-like.
Yeah. So, but now, as soon as I say, let's go buy Vice, he runs straight to the back of that Explorer. I still have to help his fat ass up that ramp.
Hey, listen, like it ain't easy being chunky. Listen.
He'll go down it, but that up, I have to grab his butt and push it.
Yep.
Yeah, what transformation you made though from the time that you got him to what you have now in the socialization? Because
Here's the funnier part. So I got him January 1st. His
Mhm.
birthday was January 26th. He was almost a year old when I got him.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Wow.
so yeah, no manners.
None.
None. Oh wow.
None.
Well, yeah, and
Um,
so like I too used hemp chews when I got my boys out for their first, like I would say
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3 shows. As soon as we got, I didn't give it to them in the car because I didn't want to work. I don't. They didn't have problems with the car, and I didn't want them to get nauseous.
right.
But yeah, the moment I got them settled in their crates, that first thing I did was give them some hemp chews and let it
Yep.
take effect, and then I would start taking them on their random rounds to get them exercise and everything, because you don't want to let a dog get stagnant in the crate while you're
Right.
at a show. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to do that anymore, but yeah, absolutely, to kind of
Yeah.
force
And
that
how I
socialization.
look at it is ADD for a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get to a certain point of being overstimulated and just to their max, you're gonna fight on everything. They're not gonna want to listen to you. They're not gonna want to hang out with you. They're so stressed out
Yeah.
until they start to relax. Oh my gosh, this is fun. This
Yeah.
is what I want to go do. This is okay. I can go do this. And that's kind of how I was like, you know what? That's how I look at it, because what, honey? It just helps with them to. It's an eye boogie, honey. Go get a toilet paper and go wipe your eye.
Oh, children.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like having puppies, but with words.
Close the door, please.
We've got some
Um,
stuff called hippie hound that we use sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hippie hound. It's a tincture.
Mm.
It's okay.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing though, is like once they kind of get their bearing and they realize that places like that aren't scary. Because um Sykes, he actually just said that we have the tendency to forget that dog shows are not a natural environment, and so
Correct.
Yeah.
it's like we go often enough that, like, to us we can rationalize the busy, the noise, the constant of the dogs, the smells, we can justify it and we can rationalize it. Dogs don't have that ability, so for
Yeah.
them it's just overstimulation, full stop. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, you have to get them acclimated and everything like that. And once you do that, and they realize that they're actually having fun, and that it's almost a game, because you're having fun
Right.
with the dog, which is what Marco, yeah, he said, go, he
Go and have
said a
fun
lot,
with your
go
dog.
and
That
have fun
was
with your dog. So, which you do, you can definitely tell that you have a lot of fun with. I mean, it could be Tater, it could be Cheyenne, it could be anybody. Any of the dogs that you've been handling fantastically, by the way.
thank you.
You definitely keep them engaged, and you're doting and very fun with them, and that definitely keeps them calm and kind of collected and everything like that. So I mean, it's definitely a testament to how you handle and how much you really truly love what you do.
I do, and it is a lot of fun. And it was funny because when you caught me on that video at nationals, my husband also saw me, and he was at the booth, but he stepped over to the side where he could see, and he says, "You were so happy just hanging out with him."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
we were just having our time. It was him, because he had gone to other shows.
Yep.
Like I said, I got him and I started taking him and I started working with him, and he just wasn't engaged. He didn't want to. He was just there. He was getting his bearings about it. And at nationals, we had been practicing leading up to that. And nationals, he came into his own. He performed, and I was so proud of him.
What a
I
stage to
just
do it.
exactly,
It
and that
looked
was my
so natural. Looked like you guys had never had, like, that was, it looked so routine. I would have never guessed in a million years that was still something that was in development in a way.
yes,
Like, never would have
100%.
guessed. Never.
And that was my first nationals, because it was always in Texas.
Yep.
So, and I can't leave work with the boy I take care of before 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Fridays.
Right.
There's no way I can go from here to Texas and still be able to show.
Yeah.
So
Houston, beautiful.
Savannah was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for I can't speak for Caleb and Bruce, but I know that for me it was a 6.
It is well past your bedtime. Go to bed. Say goodnight to Coconut and go to bed.
Tis time, child. Tis time.
Oh, yes.
It's
I'm sorry.
Tuesday.
Go
What are you
ahead.
doing? No, but yeah, it's like a 6-hour drive, versus it'd be like 10 and a half to get to Houston.
Yeah.
So I typically to Houston, I would fly. But yeah, with Savannah, I was able to drive there and back, which can be fun. So I think it's going to be in Houston again this year, but he hasn't really
Yeah.
posted anything
I
regarding.
think every
Typically,
other
he starts
year
doing
was the
that roughly
plan.
around
Yeah,
April,
every
May.
other year.
So he'll probably start bringing it up again within the next month or so, if it's going to be back in Houston. Because he's talking about doing the location. Bye.
Bye.
Go,
Yeah,
go to bed.
hey,
Go
we
to
should
bed.
have
I
Dave
already
on
showed
so we can
Coconut.
actually
But
discuss that and yeah, go ahead and announce that. But yeah,
Go.
hey, Bonnie, that worked out perfect because Nationals was in Savannah, the season opener was in Columbus. You
mm-hmm.
took
Right.
that, you got the momentum. That's crazy. Y'all caught this win, at Nationals. And then the season opener, y'all spanking ass. Y'all spanking ass. I'll say it
It
for you.
was
Y'all went
just
in there
clean up.
and what, 2 best in shows, like
No, I
Sure.
champion
got
win.
one best in show. I got 2 best
Okay,
of
one.
breed. And he champed out that day, and he got
Yes.
1 champion win.
2 train.
That's twice tonight.
Oh
Man,
wow!
Damn.
they're busy, bro.
I
The
know,
Dang.
train
right?
literally goes through Bruce's house. It's literally
It,
right
it
next to him
must. It's
right
like
now.
literally, it's like right next door. Like you
Yes.
can't escape
So
it.
season opener, you champion this boy. You got 2 best in breed wins. You got a champion win and
And the
best in
best of
show. I
show.
don't. Wow, what a day!
Yeah,
What
it
a
That
was.
was
day!
nice.
I was bawling my eyes out.
Oh yeah, I mean there's nothing that you can really compare to it because it's like this culmination of all this work that you've done. But like you didn't just go there like with one dog. You went there with several, or with at least 2 that I know of.
Yeah, I
So
had
this right here,
Cheyenne
love this.
and Cheyenne and Tater Tot that day, and I also
Mhm.
champed out Cheyenne that day
Yes,
as
you
well.
did. Yeah. So
Nice.
camping out 2 dogs.
You were
So
on
it's one of
fire.
those. I will say this, Bonnie. Initially, I was only going to film show 1. And then the rest of the show, I was going to kind of meander. And then I really wasn't going to stay the entire show. But literally, it was just one of those things where the level of support that you were getting, and the like, just the amount of like energy I was just like, I'm stuck, man. God dang it. I'm just going to keep filming. And it was just one of those things because you were a big part of that, because watching you just consistently, when you can actually hear in the videos that I was taking, you can actually hear people just losing their minds, and
Yeah, I have amazing people that, like I was saying,
Yeah.
that I've met through this whole community, that we all cheer for each other. It doesn't matter. Even if I beat their dog, they beat my dog. It doesn't matter. I'm still giving you a high five. I'm giving you a hug. I want everybody to win. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's where we all are with it. And it's everybody's time. It may not be my time now. Okay, so maybe next time. Everybody
Yeah.
gets a chance. When you bring dogs that are the standard, that are been putting in the work, that you've
Mhm.
been bonding with, and that's the huge thing, is I like to bond with any dog that I handle. Like, I had a gentleman reach out to me at the North Carolina show. I think it was Winston-Salem, when I went up there, and wanted me to handle his dog, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take him. He's gonna be with me for a while.
Yeah.
And we got to hang out, and I got to find out what his quirk was. Was it bait? Was it a toy?
Yeah.
Was it affection?
What we're working with.
And he's kind of a bait, and he wants loving, so we went with that. But bonding with the dog is golden. You can't see it. There's my fat girl.
You can't. Yeah, you can't understate it. It's that was.
That's my fat.
Oh my God, I love catching that. That was something else.
That's my girl.
She knows it too.
Does.
What did Brandon call that? The love tax?
Yes. Yes, that's my fat.
Yes.
I
Hey, I love
love
that about
her.
y'all. I love that about what you said, for one, because a lot of times that doesn't get hit on very much. People talk about the negative in the community.
Yes.
Like, I've met some of the coolest people, like lifelong friends within the community. And it's neat when you find those people and how you've done that. And I love your crew. Like, I know a lot of them, Edwin, George Bailey,
Yes.
Brandon.
Yes.
Man, it's such a good group of people. And you see that, and y'all travel together and you're doing this. But I just love y'all's community, and I love that you were talking about how y'all go to Lowe's and how y'all like look at these different
Mhm.
things. You're socializing and working and show training. And Amanda hit on this earlier. There's no gatekeeping within your group. Your group is
Mhm.
literally irons hitting other irons and just sharpening, and y'all are getting ready for these shows together. You're going to these shows competing against each other or with each other or however the case is, whatever falls that day. But that's just so cool that you can do that. And I just want to highlight the good of the community, like you were talking
Yeah.
about, because again, often we always talk about negative, but such
No,
good in this
100%.
community.
There is, and there's a lot of amazing. And when you find your people, don't let
Hold
go
them
of them.
tight. Hold
That's
them
it.
tight.
We all work together. We have a great group. We go to the Lowe's. We go to Tractor Supply. Um, we communicate with everybody, and we'll hey, stack the dog. Let's go over him. What's he lacking? Where is he working on? What do I need to work on? And
Mhm. Is the
it's
pace
all
off?
constructive criticism,
Yes, some
but
real
it
constructive
works
criticism.
for all of
Absolutely.
us. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
hey, he's leaning this way. He's paddling on that leg, or he's leaning too far this way. It works because if we can see it, or if they see it, they can explain it to us, and we can critique how we do things.
Right.
So
Right.
when we are actually in front of a judge, that dog is ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
And so are you.
I love
Right.
it.
Yes.
It's putting in the work. It's not this by no means was this supposed to be something everybody. I always tell everybody this type of hobby and love is a marathon love. It is not a race. It is a marathon.
Yes.
A lifestyle.
Jezebel, hush for one moment.
She's like, no.
My wife gave me a
Attention
little
now.
smirk in there, the type of smirk like she wasn't sure if I knew that she sent the picture yet, type of smirk. And so I'm
Whoa,
feeling
if the
like,
picture has been sent, we need to address this situation right now.
Oh, snap.
oh my God,
She sent it.
that's the hand, my hands holding
Oh
the
Yeah.
my
phone up there.
gosh.
That's
Yeah.
devotion. I give you devotion
He's
by
wearing
Michael.
Right?
camouflage too. He's trying to blend in. He's trying to not be seen with this camera.
Right,
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
That's
Oh,
my life,
dude.
man.
Well, and this is
Yeah.
this is what's so crazy is like so again like when you talk about this love being a marathon, this embodies that as well because I mean this is no sleep, on a CPAP for and literally you're just living with this dog who just had puppies. She's exhausted. You're definitely exhausted. And but you're like, we're doing this together. And this is
I
going to be a
got
whole
my
life.
hand on her, so if she moves, I know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
that's
Hey,
devotion. That's
hey, that
devotion.
that that pillow is pretty awesome too, man. I like that. That's
yeah,
neat.
that's a pillow for our son. It has our son on it.
I like that.
Oh,
Um,
that's
There's a
beautiful.
lot that shows in that picture, like without any
Yeah.
words. There's a lot that, like, you look at it and it says so many things without saying one thing. So I like that,
Yeah.
Michael.
I
Thank
love
y'all
yeah,
for
that your
sharing
kind
wife
that.
of.
just chimed in and said that's him at his baby mama's house.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Sure did.
Hey, I'm usually like I'm fed and then relieved to go to the bathroom, but I stay in there for about 16, 18 days.
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah, you
I'm
definitely
pretty.
live there, and that, and again, just like Bonnie said, it's a marathon.
I thought
Yeah.
It
about
is.
that when she
It's
said
a
marathon.
marathon.
That's where my
Hmm.
mind went right there in that
Yeah, in that
spot.
moment, I was like, I need to go ahead and start prepping this picture to pull up because I figured we'd segue right into it,
What you can't
You're
see in this
welcome.
picture is to the left side. There's a window there, and a picture framed of Trayvon.
Nice.
He's watching us from the window there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it
My buddy
crazy how this
Trayvon.
goes from like a hobby and then like you don't even realize it. Like you're so submerged in it having fun. Like one day you're
I
like,
know it.
oh shit, like my life
This is a
like
lifestyle
is
change.
kind of
Yeah.
centered around like the dogs.
Yeah.
Like and
Mhm.
it's
Very
neat
much so.
because we love it and doing it as a family, like we were talking about earlier, like the girls and everything like that, and how you're doing the same thing, Bonnie. Like, but yeah, like one day you like wake up and you're like, oh my God. Like I think about dogs. I
This is
look
my
at
life.
dogs.
You're talking dogs to
I
strangers. You're watching
looking at my
them
dog's
poop.
poop to make sure it's a nice solid turd. There's so many
They look
things, but
crazy.
it becomes a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
really does. But
does.
it's a fun lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't
It
trade
is,
it.
and but it's also like a lot of people don't talk about the losses.
Yeah.
We had a loss with this litter, and I haven't had a loss since my first litter. 6 years ago. Whatever you want to call me, I will own it. Um, I try to be ahead of the game. I notice things, I pay attention to things, and I try to react accordingly. And sometimes it still does. It's not enough. You know, so the losses hurt. The losses suck.
Yeah.
Um, but in every come up, you have to have a fall. You have to be able to feel that yes, this come up is what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah.
Strength comes from struggle.
100%.
that's
100%.
Yeah.
right.
The pain
So,
makes you. It develops that caution.
so
It develops
And you hit
that.
on a big one too, because there's nothing quite like losing a puppy, especially when you're so immersed in it, like you and
Mhm.
I get, like we all get.
come
Man,
on,
when I'm
Jess.
in
Out.
there
Let's get cookie.
24/7 like that and I lose one, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
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 You want your oatmeal cream pie? Come here. These are amazing.
Wait,
They are.
are you feeding them to a dog? Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because for a
She
minute
puts her
you
camera over
you
there.
told her
Her
to go to
husband's
bed.
like, give me another one.
Yeah, you told her to go
Yeah.
to bed, and now you're feeding her. I
Come here.
was like, oh no, never
No,
mind.
don't jump on my bed. Hold
I
on.
love oatmeal cream pie. I would
But
be sitting
she
there.
is all about.
See, look
Hold
how
on.
well trained you are, Miss Bonnie.
Yes, I
Look
am.
how well
They
trained
they
you
have
are.
me very well trained.
Yeah.
Mine do too. It's really
See,
sad.
see, my
Does
method's a little different. I would have got a good bite of that,
Oh,
one
Yeah,
see,
bite
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
before
DNA
right.
you're
It's
dead.
control.
quality control. It's just quality control.
Bite
You're
from
making
me,
sure that
bite
it's
for
fresh
you.
and that it's
Bite for me,
nice and
bite for
soft
yeah.
before you hand it over.
no.
Yeah, I hear you.
I give her a whole cookie and then I get a whole cookie.
There
Nice.
we go. There we
Mine
go.
like the
Yeah.
Mama's
oatmeal
cookie,
cream
one for
She
pies
just
too,
you.
but
took my last one.
I get the doubles, so then there's
The
enough for Dad to
sacrifice.
get a bite. A
There
double
you
Right?
go.
Yeah, this right here, that's the sacrifices that are made. See, that falls into the category of
Back up.
sacrifices you make for
That's
this.
it. That's a
Back up.
sacrifice. That's it.
Oh my God.
So
Man.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
I
I'll
will.
tell you another thing people don't talk about is
Mhm.
that when they hit about 8 weeks and they become pooping, shred everything machines,
Lord,
and they
nothing to
just
say.
like, man, like I went to bed at midnight, get up at 6, 7 in the morning, and go in there, and it's like,
where did it
oh
all
I
come
my
from?
literally just cleaned
God.
this.
How did you get that there?
There's
Yeah. What?
47
What? Look
piles
at
of
your
shit,
camera.
and they've trashed everything, drug blankets through it all, and it's like, oh my God,
Happened?
y'all
So
did all
It's
this in
just
the dark,
cleanness. I get
you
it
know?
though. Yeah. Well, and then
um
you were talking to how like literally at one point you and this is for mom. You literally were throwing in extra blankets and pillows and things like that so that she could shred and destroy and like the things that she needed to do. And like puppies, there's really not much you can do about that because it doesn't matter. They're going to destroy everything. They're going to mow through everything. They're going to soil everything.
I will
Uh,
admit,
it's
we
just
go we go to the thrift stores and
Yeah.
get like
Blankets and
25,
towels.
$30 worth of towels a week
100%.
or so, every week or two, and
Yeah.
if they nasty them up too much, we just trash bag them and burn them. And then if they're like salvageable, then they maybe get washed. But really,
What
we just
fraction of them are salvageable? I wonder.
I'll
yeah,
tell
right.
I'll tell you what though, if you use face towels, then you can pick out clean ones because
Oh,
like they're smaller, so have something on one but not the one next to it. And then
Huh.
also, they're really good for like their depth in their
Traction.
steps to try to like balance and
Yeah.
for their grip. I
Yeah, they need
found
traction.
they're really good for helping them walk when they first start walking and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
slipping
why
and
they're saying
sliding
like
is
the whole
no.
kiddie pool with nothing in it is never
Oh,
it's
that's
never an option.
horrible.
Never an option
Yeah.
because then you're just gonna have a bunch of swimmers. But
Swimmers,
like,
hip dysplasia.
So yeah, you need something that's going to create a level of traction once they
We
start.
found a
getting
5 by 8 foot rubber mat at Tractor
Yeah.
Supply.
Nice. Yeah. Put it underneath.
And it works really well, man. It helps.
We
It helps.
use good old Dollar General mats, bath mats.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Grip.
$8 at Dollar General, and I have hit almost every store in Marion County.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
But they go in the wash. Some of them, a couple of the litters have shredded it a little bit, so I've gotten rid of them.
Yeah.
But they do great for them being able to walk on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I think this time the way I have it set up now, I think it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes 12 mats. So, and I still have some hanging up, and I still have some that I've got to fold. So I got plenty.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Now, when you wash those, is there do you just wash them in normal detergent, or is there a specific
So
like?
I use white vinegar always. White vinegar is the only thing that's going to take out your ammonia smell in urine, whether it be cat or dog.
There it is.
Yes, white vinegar always. I buy probably 5 or 6 gallons every other week.
Yep.
So white vinegar, I use Gain laundry detergent and then Gain fabric softener.
Yeah.
And it works perfect and it smells good.
There we go.
We use white vinegar, OxyClean, and the OxyClean powder. And then we use that new stuff they got. It's like Resolve or something, odor Resolve. That stuff works pretty good to make it smell good.
Yeah. Now, if they have, if we have any that are really nasty, like they've smeared the poo in them and we didn't get to picking it up because they're still learning the stupid tray right now.
Oh, yeah, the litter tray. Yeah.
Yeah. So we take them out to the concrete slab, and then my husband has like this thing that goes on my water hose that is really good, and it
Like a
sprays out
pressure
all the
wash type.
poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do that first, and then it goes, and we have a set washer and dryer for the dog stuff. And my
Nice.
washer machine does
I like
not
that.
get dog stuff in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Separate
No,
those
it
two.
is. Sometimes you're going to have separate ones. Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
with the tray, with the potty training, what do you use in the tray?
I use pine pellets.
A lot of people start using pine pellets now.
Yeah.
Yep. Therefore, I tried the whole shavings things. Shavings, no, that's hell. That's pure hell.
That yeah, I've
It's
had some
actually kind of dangerous. The
pellets
shavings are a little
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. Get
So
lodged
the
in
pine
throat
pellets, I think it's 40 pounds, and it's like $5 or $6
You
at
get those from Tractor Supply.
Yep.
Rural King or
Yeah,
Tractor Supply.
yeah.
I'll tell you
Ridiculously
what, I've
affordable.
tried the pine pellets 2 different ways. One way was a nightmare, and the other way was pretty good. We used the litter boxes that had the metal grates over them,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that keeps them from turning it into sawdust, but it still provides the smell that once you start taking them outside, they
Right.
recognize the grass and the
Okay.
yeah. I got to where with just putting the pellets in like a tray, like the rabbit trays.
Yeah.
It works really, really well, but they will turn it into sawdust quicker than you would think.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They're a little heavy-handed when they're that young.
Yeah, and then their little nostrils will be lined with it and everything. It's just a dusty mess in there.
Completely dusted. You're like, oh my
But
god!
those
you look
little
like you
litter
just got out of
boxes that have the trays underneath the metal
Right.
trays, we put them in there, and it, if the pellets absorb really well, they do really well.
Yeah. Yeah. It holds down the smell too.
Yeah, and that's been a kind of a pretty general consensus.
Oh, hey, Jenna! I can barely see Jenna. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Jenna's
Jenna hopped in.
another one. I love me some Jenna, and I love me some
Jenna's fantastic.
Duncan. Duncan is my baby.
Well, we mentioned so we before we came on this evening, our friend JT, he's having a show this weekend in Vincent, Alabama. So if you're in the area, definitely come to Vincent, Alabama. The information is going to be on most of our pages. I think we've been sharing the banner, but one of the awards that's being given out is the BAMI Elite Kennel BEK Award, and one of the accolades, the decision making process in whoever they feel is the tightest, closest, most palpable bond, that's the person who gets the BEK Award. And so at a show, when was the Cayenne Candy show where they gave it
October.
October. And Jenna showed up with that Frenchie of hers, and oh my gosh, it was undeniable. It was undeniable.
I love me some Duncan.
Yeah, that dog, there was just nothing for it. Like at that point, we're just like, thanks for showing up.
Right.
Special bond.
Thanks for participating.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Jenna, and this gorgeous little Frenchie, take it, because I mean, it was so thick. It was just such a thick bond. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing to see. As some of us are learning now, as we're getting into judging, your dog's presence, their engagement and all that is so important. There's nothing worse for the judges when they're clicking away and trying to get the dog to look up, and the dog's just like,
yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
they don't like. It's like, all right, well, that'll hurt you bad.
That goes back to your bond in that. Okay, so like Jules, that girl, she is a beast. She is a brick house. She did great on stack training. She does not want to go around a show ring.
So I'm too big, Ma.
No matter what I did. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to drag you, baby. If you don't want to do it and you're not going to enjoy it, I'm not going to push you.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I respect that.
And that's sometimes that's how it works. Not every dog is going to be a show dog. Like, just like not every dog needs to be a breeder.
That's right.
Agreed. No, I mean, my XL, like he would do what I wanted him to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he would do it beautifully, but you could tell that he's doing it because I want him to,
right?
And after a while, like it's probably about the second or third year that we had been showing together, and I looked at him, and he was just like, "Well, I guess this is what we're doing," and he just didn't look. I was like, "Ah, man, well, damn. I guess this is the last time I'm forcing you into the ring." And actually, the funny thing is he champed that day.
That's awesome.
He champed that day, but and that was at New Foundation's show in Montgomery. Is it Battle? Is that what that's called, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he showed he got his ICBR champion title that day, but you could just tell that by the end of it, he was just like, no matter what I did, So that was actually
my blood pressure and Caleb's Genesis that he had are two of the dogs that I've seen really wagging their tail in the ring. They just
love it.
Love the show.
Yeah.
Show presence should be part of it.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
It should, it's part of your presentation. But there's sometimes when they give the ribbons and you're just like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
It's not I mean, but that's the thing, is like if you have questions, you ask the judge.
And of course, and that's also where going up and talking to the judge, Brandy said, go ask. Yeah. I would come out of the ring. She goes, did you ask why? And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm scared.
Never be scared. The one thing about this is that we've got so many exceptional judges out there. Bruce being one of them. Bruce will absolutely tell you. He'll be like, well, I wanted to see this. Here's where I think I see some improvement. Like Bruce will tell you. He will absolutely tell you. He will tell you in the ring as he's judging your dog.
Yeah.
I mean, he's So he doesn't gatekeep either. So definitely always ask the judge. I know it can be scary sometimes, but and sometimes you're like, you bracing yourself like, God, do I really want to hear this? Because like, are you going to tell me that this isn't the dog? You know what I mean?
Right.
Overall, in a general sense.
You know what though? If a lot of people did ask, and there was honesty,
Mhm.
and we were able as a community to take the honesty as
Hmm.
adults and see it that, okay, so here's your flaw, here's your flaw. Okay, so either go back to the drawing board, start over, or try to, and
Correct
correcting
it.
flaws can be a part where it turns into a vicious cycle when you're trying to
Yeah.
fix one problem, and then, okay, well, you do this breeding and you take two beautiful specimens and you get an okay specimen, and you get a, oh, all right specimen, and then you get a, wow, that's a good specimen.
Mhm.
You have to know, okay, let those other ones go as pets.
Yes.
Find them good loving homes. Like
Mhm.
I've held on to I had no breedings in 2025, which was crazy because I did them, but my girls didn't take.
Ah.
So the last breeding I did was with my best friend Brandy. She had a female from me, and we
Mhm.
co-owned her. And that breeding produced Pua and Hey Hey. We did with Todrick's boy, Pablo,
Good one.
and I held on to the two brothers so that I could figure out which one was going to be the better show prospect.
Sure.
Hey Hey would be a good tool, but he doesn't bring in the rear angulation and the movement that
Yeah.
I want to represent my kennel.
Yeah.
And if people looked at it as, okay, that's a tool,
Mhm.
Hmm.
that's a possibility, and even then he may not hold up. Maybe he doesn't enjoy it. He
Yeah.
hasn't been to a show yet. So there's all these possibilities that, but everybody is so dead set on it has to be a show dog. It has to be this. Not every dog is
You have to
going
wait
to
it out.
be.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to wait it out and figure that out, and let the dog figure it out. Sometimes even for you. Like
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
Hey, Bunny, and you know what? You said something a few minutes ago that I really like because it's the guy that's on tonight. His name is Adam how to show. And he wanted me to look at his dogs to tell him does he have a prospect?
Mhm.
And you hit the nail on the head. So you got to go back to the drawing board if you don't have the material to show your dogs. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You just got to go back. And a lot of people, and we have talked about it a time and time again
Yeah.
on the show that, a lot of people might be a lot of money tied up in these dogs that really ain't worth being in the show ring, and
Yeah.
and they don't want to start over because now they don't spend all their money on their dogs and then they trying to clean it up by breedings. Sometimes, yeah, you can do that, but how many years is it gonna take you?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
are you willing to
You
make
know?
that generational wait and then literally kind of hold back your program for a generation or two before you come kind of back out into the public with it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Mm.
like with the baby spuds. I've had people reach out. Well, are any available? I said there will be some available. I said, but I don't know which ones yet. I said because I breed for myself and I get first pick, and then if that means I take three damn dogs, I take three
I
damn
get first
dogs.
pick, second pick,
Well,
third pick,
100%.
fourth
And if
pick,
it takes me
whatever I
10
want.
damn weeks to figure it out as well, guess what?
That's
You're
Yeah.
right.
waiting 10 damn
Because
weeks.
at 10 picks, I will let you know who I did not
Yeah.
pick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like
But
that.
that's your
My
prerogative.
wife's
You're
glaring
right.
at me from in the kitchen right now because
Uh-oh.
uh,
Why is she
well,
glaring?
because she agrees. We kept a bunch of this litter because of the same thing.
Well, you have to. I mean,
We
and that's the
kept
thing though,
there's
is
six.
and I will say this is a lot of people they're so quick to unload puppies because of the expense.
The
It's
expense, the aggravation, everything.
the labor. Like, so here's the deal though. If you can't invest the labor, the time, and the expense to wait it out for the right dog, to make the right pick, then you probably shouldn't be doing this.
Yep.
Yeah, and on top of that, it also tells where your priorities are at when it
Mhm.
comes to
Right.
your
Yep.
program. Like I'm not worried about selling puppies as much as I am about building my program.
Mhm.
So like my program's first, everything else can wait.
There we go.
That's right.
Uh,
Love it.
and that's like you said, can be an expense and all that. But if I have something that I need for my program within a litter, or I have decisions that I can't nail down, I'm not. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll
No
wait
rush.
16 weeks if I have to.
So I'm saying,
You
is she
know,
still glaring at you? Is she glaring at you right now for saying 16 weeks? She's glaring at you right now. I feel it. I
now
feel it.
she agrees. She knows what's up, but
She
She's
knows
like,
what's up.
it's so much poop. She said so much
painful
poop.
agreement.
The older they get, they poop so much. My goodness. Look, I let somebody talk me into free feeding these things, right? And these poor monsters. I'll tell
Oh
you,
no.
they put on a lot of weight
Oh, I know,
free
Bruce, right? Oh,
feeding.
God.
And they're like, no, it'll level out. It'll level out. But like, it didn't level out. And like 4 or 5 days in, it was like 100 piles of poop a day type of thing, you know? And
All
it's
right.
like, okay, free feeding's not that important.
That's right.
Right. I
It's not.
mean, but
I
hey,
leave
listen,
water
you
down,
learned the
but
hard
it's
way.
it's 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 time
Messy way.
released on the food, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's, I mean, and that's what a lot of this is learning the messy way. But at the same time, they're hard lessons learned. Like literally, they're ingrained now. Like you're definitely not going to make that mistake again. There's
No.
no contemplation beyond that measure. It is done. You've made the decision. Never again.
Yeah.
No.
Oof, that's what
I
trauma
like
does.
letting them get some vitamin D
Mhm.
and feeding them outside once they've had their shots. You know,
Mm,
once they've had their second
yeah.
round, they can go touch some grass and get out there.
Mm.
And you know, people may think I'm weird for that, but I don't let
So
my dogs
important.
go outside until they've had that second round.
Yeah. But the
I don't.
I
sunlight's so
just
No, I
don't.
important for
don't
the
blame you at
growth.
all.
Not on
No,
the grass, you know, because
Yeah.
you just
you
never
really
know what
treat
stray dogs coming through the neighborhood or
them.
something and got out
You're good
there
about them.
and
Yeah.
man,
We
it's
do 2 rounds in Neopart at 4 weeks and 6 weeks. And then the dogs, the puppies, I kind of have an idea who I'm picking already, but so
Uh-oh.
um
Uh-oh.
anyway, um the ones that I will be keeping, I do their own shots because I do order them from Revival. But all the other dogs that will not be ones that I keep will go and get their 8-week shots from Dr. Biggs or Citra Animal Hospital,
honey,
either one
what's
that I
that
can
brand
get
we
in.
use?
It's Revival.
He's
Yeah,
yeah,
That's
I like
because I think
Revival.
they got
that's
yeah.
pretty much the only place you can get them, and they come right to your door in an ice pack, and it's already taken care of.
I'm
We get
trying
our
to
border.
remember the name of the brand
Well,
that we
I
use.
miss living up. So when I was living up in Boise, like that was one of the things that I absolutely miss is they didn't have any kind of restrictions. The only thing that had to be administered by a vet was rabies.
Rabies, right?
Everything else you could administer yourself, and boy did I. So it just became that thing where like when you move to another state and you can't do that. It's just like this is maddening. It's extraordinarily expensive, and it's just so
We've
much.
got Novavac,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay,
Oh
we
yeah.
but we like that we got from Revival too. But we like the Neopard too. Neopard's great.
right.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all might need to check out Jeffers. Man, I've been using that for over 25 years.
Yeah.
What
And
is that?
I
Somebody
just,
else asked me
Yeah.
that too, and I was like,
man,
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Chris-
tell you what my pops. You know, my pops has been breeding. Him and his family.
Mhm.
They've been breeding bird dogs for 62 years consecutively, right?
Mhm.
And matter of fact, there's no bird dogs on earth
I was about to say.
of that bloodline that's not connected to his kennel. That's how long they've been doing it. But
Wow.
Mind blowing.
he put me up on something that changed it all for me, man. So they've got a wormer that you can get on there that is chicken flavored.
Mhm.
And if y'all know, like getting a puppy or an adult dog to have wormers, like they'll lay there and go just spit it out. They won't swallow it.
Yeah.
You're getting them aspirate. They're choking it down. It's
They're
impossible, right?
they're
Uh,
angry. You're depressed because everything's everywhere, and
yeah, and they go like, how much did
okay.
they get? How much, you know? That chicken flavored wormer that we get from them, they lap
Mhm.
it up. They love it. It's not a fight. It's not a show. It's a game changer for us, man.
and where you get that at,
Y'all
Mike? Where you get that at?
at that revival has it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken flavored wormer, and man, it is no longer a struggle, man. Big deal
Yeah.
stuff.
It's now a treat.
It's a
Oh, right.
treat.
At that
Right.
point, you've
Yeah.
tricked them into
Well,
it. You really,
so
it's almost like it's pill pockets. It's like literally you're encasing this thing that absolutely never would be eaten by itself, and you're like, oh, look, it's in chicken though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Now it's a treat.
Hey, someone
I
asked, what's
did
the
find that
name?
honey works though. We put raw honey on the terrible tasting wormer, and
Mm.
and they'll take that. And I'm going to tell you what, you got to be careful with which kind of wormers you use. You can't use Safeguard and all that, but I can never say the word, the P word. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Parental.
You,
Parental.
That one.
yeah, you can. That's the one you can get in the chicken flavor. But anyway, we wormed Mama. We didn't do it the first litter. We did on the second. We wormed Mama. Made sure it was a wormer that could be used. Some of them you can't. You have to make sure.
Yeah.
The two
But she
Ps,
was
right?
like 2 or 3 weeks pregnant when we wormed her the last time. And I tell you what, man, when I wormed my puppies at 4 weeks, we waited an extra week just to see it. We usually would do it at 2 or 3, but we didn't worm them until 4 weeks this time, and there was nothing.
Nice.
All
That's
3
always
days,
so nice to see.
even after the third day, not one single speck, nothing, no worms, nothing. And I was like, okay, we're doing that from now on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Michael, the two wormers that are safe for pregnant females, it's the two Ps, right?
It's
Yeah.
parental and panicure.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Panicure.
I never can remember them, and I tell you what.
You should P for pregnancy.
Yeah,
There you
P's.
go.
I can remember the P's, but it's the
There
P
we
words.
go.
I can never remember what they are. Yeah,
Yeah, I can remember the first letter, but the word,
yeah.
no.
Every time I know the first letter, but yeah.
And Mike,
that was
look, I have used the goat wormer. I have good success with it because it's
Oh,
like,
I love that wormer. I'm just talking about on a pregnant female.
Yeah.
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 But it's too strong for them.
That's what they say online and stuff. I mean, maybe it's okay. Maybe you could use it, but they say not to. They
They
say a
say
lot of
these are the
things.
two that are safe for it, pretty much.
Yeah, for a pregnant female.
Yeah.
I love Safeguard. I like to use Safeguard. Even if I'm using other things, I use Safeguard a couple times a year because, and I learned that from my pops. He said there's a certain type, I think it's a certain type of hookworm.
It's a hookworm. Yeah, it's a
It's
hookworm.
a hookworm that Safeguard gets that the other ones don't.
Correct. Yeah. So I would say, about once or twice a year, you're gonna have to. It's and it can't. Depending on whether or not they already got it, it can be hyper messy. So don't plan anything for a couple days after you give it to them.
Sure.
Do y'all change your wormers so they don't get
I do.
immune to them?
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
How often?
Look,
do you do
so
it every
what I
other
do?
month or?
You got the one that started with an F, for Benazol.
The
Y'all know what I'm
benzodol.
talking about?
Benzodol, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
They
got the one start
they
with,
use that a lot with horses.
yeah, you got the one to start with the A, Abrazol or whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about? All right, and then it's one more. It starts with the no.
Ivermectin.
No.
It's ivermectin. Well, I mean, I use that for heartworms more so than anything else. I actually deworm and I use ivermectin for heartworms.
Benazol, Amazol, and it's something else. I can't remember what it is.
That's gonna bug in. But how often do y'all change it? Do you do it? Do you use the same wormer for multiple months, or do y'all alternate?
So I alternate. So we do every 3 weeks, and it's for 3 days consecutively on an empty stomach. They can eat 2 hours after they have been given their wormer. They can have free water. Give them free water, of course, so they can keep hydrated. But we do every 3 weeks, and we will rotate between Pyrantel. 1 month we'll do Pyrantel. The next month we'll do either Panicure, or we'll do ivermectin. So I love ivermectin. Ivermectin is a great product in many aspects. It does great for worms. It does great for when I also utilize it for a show prep situation.
Yes.
The week prior to show prep, my boys or whoever is attending the shows will get Kaleido Silver and ivermectin in a syringe.
Love that stuff.
And they will get that leading up to the show, and then they will go, once they go to the show, they have it there at the show as well. And then anywhere between 3 to 5 days after that show, we continue that. It's just, it builds up their immune system. It helps with the funk, it helps with the worms, but our vet here, Dr. Biggs, is very much, ivermectin is an amazing product, and it doesn't get enough clout, it doesn't get enough shine because of how good it does. And I use it and live by it.
Y'all use the tube?
No, so actually what it is it's the injectable. You withdraw it from, like a needle. You do the weight per your dog, which it is Now this is the fun part. 0.01 per 10 pounds.
Yep.
This is one
So those
one
little
one
bitty bitty bitty
sensation.
syringes that like for what's it called? Insulin, those little lines.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
have a 90-pound dog, you're gonna fill that joker till 9. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a very potent
It's
medicine, and
Well,
you
they
have
use
to
it
be
for
careful with it.
parvo, don't they? Like like so whenever your dog has parvo, they actually
Mm.
so they will tell you that you can overdose on ivermectin if the dog is healthy, but if the dog has
yes, you
I want to say
can.
parvo,
Yes.
they
Yes,
actually
You
treat it.
can overdose it
yes, you
because
can.
we had a dog
Mhm.
that had a problem. I took him to a different vet that I do not utilize anymore because he's a jackwagon. He messed up and put the prescription and moved the decimal point.
Ah!
And
Yeah.
I
Oh
about
my
killed my
God.
puppy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
That's
gosh.
a
man.
huge
People.
mistake.
He walked into the cabinets. He walked in anything. He was
Yeah.
so messed up.
Oh
I
my gosh.
rushed into
I've
the
been so
freaking
mad.
emergency vet clinic with all the meds that the doctor gave me and said, "What the hell's wrong with my dog?" And the doctor looked at it and looked at the prescription, and the decimal point was
Yep.
moved.
I've been so
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. So
That's why I don't mess
so
with him no more.
this vet,
Yeah.
I've been using this sequence of like for 30 years. So he told me if you was to give a dog Ivermectin straight, it'd just be a dab on his tongue. But what I use to mix with mine, I use propylene glycol to mix with
Hmm.
my to mix with my ivermectin. So I get more use like a pill bottle if you mix 19 cc's of propylene glycol to 1 cc of ivermectin, and then you start distributing the weight. So like 40 to 70 pounds, you give them like a half a cc. That's just how
yeah.
potent it is. That's just how
Wow.
potent it is. So over that, 70 to like 100 pounds, you give them 1 cc. But you don't
Oh,
have to
Yeah.
that's
worry
perfect,
about it
Amanda.
because it's like ivermectin is so strong, man. People don't
Sure.
understand how potent
Yeah.
ivermectin is. And he said that it will burn. It's either their liver or their kidneys if you give them too much. If you keep giving them
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
much,
It'll
it'll
send them
burn
into
them
renal
up.
failure, I think.
Yeah,
So
Yep.
that's the stuff right there.
So ivermectin, it is a 1% sterile solution. Do not get anything else.
Yep.
Yes, like Bruce was saying, if you know the actual amount you're going to be giving, it doesn't matter what it says on that label. So ivermectin, and then you can get them on Amazon's where I get my syringes, but I get a whole pack of syringes and needles so that you can actually puncture it because this is injecting. So like
Yeah.
you're going to have to syringe it out with a needle. So you have for example, my pocket, since he is about 70 between 70 and 80 pounds depending on the season, I use about anywhere from a half a cc, half a milliliter, to about maybe two-thirds of a milliliter in accordance to like how much he weighs at the time.
Yeah.
My XL, who was 116 pounds, he gets 1 full milliliter,
Yeah.
and
Stay
that's
right
it.
underneath. Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
a milliliter is the same as a cc.
correct.
Correct.
Yeah, milliliters and cc. So
And for
nobody
100
panic if you
pounds.
get something that says
Yeah.
milliliters. You're like, oh, what's the conversion? Don't panic. It's the same. So yeah, 1 cc per, I would say about 100 pounds, and
Yeah.
then half cc for 50 pounders, and then kind of you can gauge it in between, but try not to go too high. Now, the only person that would obviously tell you to go higher than that is obviously, again, if your dog has
I bet.
parvo and they're trying to treat parvo, because they actually have to use a pretty high dosage of ivermectin in order to kick the parvo.
That
But just
Neopar
because
that
the
she
dog's
said she
already
uses.
sick, but if a healthy dog, do not overdose it on ivermectin. Not a good idea.
That
Also,
Neopar she said she
here you
uses is
go.
big for parvo.
Huh?
Yeah.
That Neopar that she said she
Yes,
uses,
as well. Mhm.
that's so good for parvo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bonnie, so
Ah,
your show prep that you were talking about with the ivermectin and then after, how do you go about that?
Well, so we do it to the ones that are going to the shows. They get it once a day. They get the ivermectin. You pull the ivermectin into the syringe for their weight.
Yes.
The Kaleido Silver typically will be the remainder of I typically use 12 cc syringes, or I think 10 or 12 cc's.
Mhm.
So we draw for the ivermectin first. That's in there first,
Yes.
and then we fill the rest of the syringe up with Kaleido Silver. and they get that once a day. They hate it. They hate it.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's just
it's a fight. It tastes like
yeah.
shit.
Colloidal silver's it's not fun, and nobody
No.
likes it. Nobody likes it.
But it does help. Their immune systems. When I went to a show a couple years ago with Groot, which was my Samson son that I had, and Almighty, and I came home. Well, my helper just got home from work, so come here, get up.
Hello, absolutely tired and exhausted from a hard day's work. Helper,
Come down.
behave.
This is my
Hey, how are
daughter.
you?
What's up?
Hi.
So this is Cassandra. She's the one that helps me with the puppies and everything when we have all these puppies.
Your mom was bragging about you being
Yes.
the secret recipe.
Hmm. She was.
Y'all are the dynamic duo. So
Yep.
That's awesome.
So
I would try some raw honey with that. Just tell you with anything I had trouble with my dogs where they don't like the taste of something. I'll
right.
put some raw honey down there and whip it up with it. And even though they can still taste what they don't like, they like the raw honey
Yeah.
enough where they'll eat it anyway.
Yeah.
So this brand, it's called Silver Honey. So they make sprays. They make sprays, but they also make ointment. But it is literally, Michael, it is both.
Nice.
So it
What's
has
up.
the colloidal silver, but also the honey. And then obviously, so normally you can get smaller balls in this. But if your dogs are usually like when you're socializing your dogs pretty heavily, especially before a show or you show pretty frequently, having a bottle this big is super important. But yeah, colloidal silver, put it in a spray bottle as well. So you can obviously you can take syringes out of it, and that's how you
And you can take it. Colloidal silver is safe for humans.
It is. So I actually have a couple friends that use this whenever they start to kind of feel a little down in the dumps, like they feel like they're coming down with like some sinus issues, things like that. They go ahead and they put in some juice and they drink it. Same with ivermectin. Actually, I have some friends that actually will take like a half cc of ivermectin and put in their orange juice probably about once a month.
Say they changed the something that's in the ivermectin this last year. That's not the ivermectin it was.
I do feel that's true. Yeah.
A few years ago. I forget what they added to it or took away from it, but sometime in the last year or so they changed something in it. It's still good for the dogs and all that, and maybe for people too. But it's whatever they were raving about when everybody was talking about ivermectin. They changed something in it from then.
Well, you also have to take in consideration that during COVID, there was a massive uptick in purchasing of ivermectin because somebody thought it was a great cure.
Couldn't buy it.
Couldn't find it for sure.
You
And you couldn't find it. Like, so
none.
we're sitting there like, boy, I'd really love to give my dog this medication that I typically give him every month for his heartworm, prevention, and can't freaking find it.
I'll tell you something weird that my pops told me that, they've been breeding them dogs for so long. He said, COVID's been on this shot that we give our dogs for, he said, as long as I can remember.
Yeah, you look at Lysol from back in the day, like back in the 90s, you're like Lysol COVID. It prevents COVID, but it's a totally different COVID strain, just so we're clear, just so nobody gets misinformed.
But I still tripped on that. I was
But
like,
yeah, you saw it there. It's like, why does that sound familiar? Huh. But yeah, totally different COVID, but not a totally different COVID, but yes, but no.
Nice.
Well, yeah, no, there's so many tools that we can all have. It's just a matter of like, so many people don't know. They're like, I'm just going to take my dog to the vet and the vet's going to, worm them, give them their injections, their heartworm medications, everything like that. They don't really know that there's a lot of homeopathic, ways to do it, or like, one of the best tools to be able to have at your disposal is a rural vet, because they will actually tell you to use the same, treatments that you can use for cattle, swine. And like they will not withhold simply because it's a dog. They're like, you just change the amount you give them. That's it. Or you dilute it, or, whatever the case may be, but they're
Fish
not
vitamins.
Fish vitamins. They're just gonna be like, hey, those little vitamin E pills, squeeze, like
Crazy.
Yeah.
Those fish antibiotics, a lot of people don't know, if you don't put something around them, the stomach will get it and it won't work as good.
It'll absorb into the stomach and it won't actually.
The best thing to do is just like take a little slice
Cream
of cheddar
cheese.
cheese and melt it and wrap it up in that cheese.
Cream cheese. So when you
Cream cheese.
have a cream cheese, they cannot get the pill out of it because
Yeah.
of the
Look, it's dry, but
consistency.
it's like getting out of peanut butter. Instead,
Yep.
they spend more time lapping it. Like, well, fuck it, take it out
Yeah.
like that because it tastes good. It's
Yeah.
I get
We just melt some cheese and wrap it up in that. Either one will work great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything to get
Oh,
it to the stomach, get it through the acid before it.
Yeah. We do the cream cheese. Like I buy tons of cream cheese from Dollar General. Vinegar,
Listen,
cream cheese.
the cost alone, how effective
Hey,
that is.
thank
That's
God they're not watch list items. You know what I mean?
Right.
'Cause it's like, it's like, okay, I'm not in trouble for any of this, but I sure am buying a lot of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Hopefully
We
don't
go
make
through a
someone's
lot
list.
of
Yep.
it.
Oh gosh, there's gonna be so
Yeah.
many questions.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what these people are doing, but they're buying a lot of cream cheese, a lot of vinegar, a lot of Greek yogurt, a lot
Bathroom
of syringes
towels.
online, or a lot of
They're like, why
what's
is
going
she?
on
This is
here?
like the second time she's ordered syringes in like a month. I'm like, what is happening with this lady? What's she doing? What's she doing? Yeah, and what's bad though is like you don't always order this like the same cluster of things from the same vendor. So
Right.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions. Like,
Mhm.
because if you were to get like the ivermectin and the parental, and all that, and
Fill that in, please.
your syringes and needles and whatnot, they'd be like, maybe that's what it's for, or the colloidal
Right.
silver, and maybe that's what it's for. But when that's all you buy, they're like, you better be diabetic.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So many questions. So many questions. Oh my gosh.
So what do you guys use for your mush complex? Like your go-to mush mix?
Depends on if it's raw or kibble. For raw, I like a couple of different things, but I like hamburger meat and goat milk. And then I keep the puppy raw pretty simple. I don't put a whole lot in it just till their tummies get used to it. I don't start at it because we do New Vet and New Joint Plus.
Yeah, we do too.
And so I'm not worried about the full spectrum of vitamins like from green beans or fruit or anything like that because of the supplements.
Yeah.
So I just get them used to it with the hamburger meat and goat milk. Look at that pup.
That's
But
that's coconut.
That's coconut. Oh,
is that the one who named Coconut too?
Well, no, my youngest,
The
my
youngest,
girl
yeah.
was the one that
Youngest did
named
that.
her. But I told her, I said, we can keep that name if you really want to keep that name, if that's the one we picked to keep.
She
And
may
she's like,
have
yeah,
swallowed
can
a
we?
coconut. It looks
Yes.
like.
So her registered name is Crazy for Coconuts.
Oh
like
God,
it.
I love it. It's
Oh
perfect.
my gosh.
She's
Oh goodness.
Look
I
at those
really
little
love the way
rose
that
ears.
helps. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get the ears done this time. I
They're-
think they're perfect.
Sometimes they
I
don't
do.
need them.
They're
That's the
rosebud
thing.
ears, that's for sure.
Mhm.
So.
They're
Either
perfect.
the rose or half prick. Like, and it kind of depends on whether or not the cartilage develops right here to kind of force them out and then down.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like you never really
They're
know. And so
leaning
that's why a
towards
lot of
rose
people-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're
it's just
good.
one of those- yeah. So it's one of those things where a lot of people, they just don't want to take the gamble because you just never know. With pockets, especially, you could end up with a full prick. Bat signals. So a lot of
You could have them stand up on you. Boom.
Yeah, they don't want to risk it because
then
that's
it's
the mark against them. They're picking up radio from Montana. So, but alternatively, you've got the full drops, which has a lot, or comes a lot rather from the Mastiff influence on the XL. So it's like, do you really want to risk letting those ears, fully develop and possibly not quite fit the breed standard for natural ears? Yeah.
I like the underjaw of that pup right there. Nice little underjaw there.
She's beautiful. She's a
Yeah, she is.
ow.
She said,
I'm
give me a
still
kiss.
pretty compliment.
Oh, God.
God.
She looks like she's handsy too. She's handsy.
I just got
That's a
3
beautiful
ears
pup.
done at the same time, and
Oh yeah.
that's a thing in itself. I tell you what.
Well,
It is.
yeah, financially, and then having to pay attention, and yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
tell you something Jamie Sweet put on us over here that it's working really well so far. And she said you can use it on dogs, cats, people, horses,
You're talking about
anything.
topical lidocaine?
No, but this will make anything heal so fast.
Ooh,
It's called Vetricin.
okay.
Is it the
It's
silver spray or the purple?
I'll show you.
Yeah, but yeah, because sometimes it comes with a spray, but it's essentially it's an antimicrobial, which is very very close
Oh,
to what
okay.
because colloidal silver is an antimicrobial. Silver in and of itself is an antimicrobial.
Vetricin wound care.
Uh-huh.
See that?
Yep.
And it's just in a spray bottle.
Uh-huh.
I'll
Yep.
tell you what, man. She said when she first used it, they had something wrong with a horse, and it had, I forget what happened, if it was an abscess or what they had, but it had a huge hole. You could put 2 fists in it in the side of
Oh
this
my
horse.
God.
Oh my God.
And they put it on it, and it was the size of a marble in like 5 days. And they were like,
Oh
"Holy
wow.
cow, what
What is that?
happened here?"
Yeah.
So we've been putting it on these pups' ears, and they're healing so fast, man. But any wound for people, for any animal, this Vetricin's really, really good stuff for
Yeah.
wound care.
That silver honey, Mike. They also make a spray for that, so it's actually
Oh, sweet.
very 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 similar. But it also incorporates the honey in it as well. But that's also a good alternative if you can't find the colloidal silver spray like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's good stuff.
Look at that
It's good
pup
stuff.
right
And then
there.
you can also use um, topical lidocaine, which again you can pretty much get that anywhere. You can get it either at CVS, you can get it online. But topical lidocaine,
Right.
you just got to make sure that the other pups aren't licking each other's ears. It's not exactly like, oh my God, toxic, but it might upset some tummies. But the
Yeah,
topical lidocaine,
definitely. No.
That's the thing about this. It's not going to hurt you no matter. You could drink it. So
oh
that
yeah,
we,
I mean,
so giving it, spraying it on there, and then, oh my God, they're upside down. I'm keeping an eye on them. I got
they
them.
bacon, they just, yep,
No.
bacon roll. Oh, you got to turn them. You got to
He
turn
said,
them halfway
wait, did he
through.
say something?
Yeah, you got to turn them. You got to turn them over halfway through the baking process. Really
Yeah.
good.
Cookie
Like
for
I'm
me.
baking potato chips over here.
Right.
Yeah, my little dude has screwed up all the pillows on the couch, and he has officially decided to crash out.
They're healing up really quick with that vegetable.
Good.
This is the first time we've used it, but I can say it seems to be healing up like
Mhm.
super fast.
Yeah.
Good.
Safe to say
No,
you'll be
absolutely.
using it again.
I will
Mhm.
be using it again. Yeah, I
Sounds about
will.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait 5 days before I take the stitches out, but I could probably take them out now. It's only been a couple days.
Yeah.
That's how good it's
That's when I
working.
like
Oh,
to do it.
yeah.
That's that sweet spot, 5, 6 days before it starts
Yeah.
Yep,
crusting over and scabbing.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah. That becomes an issue later. Yep. For
for
sure.
sure,
Yeah.
man.
Furman was just like,
What a pup right there!
that's a
Golly.
chunk. I mean, look at that. Look at those rolls. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, that's
impressed
a good
with
looking
the
girl.
with the with the boxiness of the muzzle.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not just the
she's
shortness of it,
She's
but
gonna be a problem.
the boxy muzzle. The ears look great. Great top skull.
she's a good
Beautiful,
looking pup.
Yeah, she
beautiful breed
is.
type on
She's gonna
that
break
puppy.
some
Yeah,
hearts.
for sure.
Huh?
Ooh, Brandy said
Face.
Neosporin is good.
Yeah.
That's what I
Then
use.
Furman said that we just keep our ears super dry as possible to heal every time, so that way they don't develop the crusts and the scabbing and all that.
Yeah.
But uh, oh,
Well,
hey, I think I actually have. Let me get that on there.
The
what?
link.
Yeah, the link.
Yeah.
I'm finding it now. I've been putting the link for all the like the ivermectin and the colloidal silver and all that good jazz. I've been putting that in the comments. So in case anybody is like, oh my God, what is that thing they're talking about? Uh,
Right.
it's in the comments. Nobody panic.
What Jamie was telling me is that what she likes about the Vetricin the most is that, especially like in this case where I've got three of them in there together,
Hmm.
it's the one thing that like they're all licking each other's ears. It's not gonna hurt them at all or bother
Right.
their tummies or any of that.
Hmm.
and it heals quickly. So I'm really impressed with it so far. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's just like, again, trying to come up with, homeopathic ways to treat your dogs and make sure you keep them healthy. Um, I mean, right now, vet expenses are just through the roof for most
Woo, yeah.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, whatever you can do on your own, which is
And
another
then,
huge reason why it's so good to have mentors, because those folks will give you the deets. They're going to give you the secrets. They're going to tell you, try this. Okay, well, if that doesn't work, oh God, try this. And then this is what I've used in this scenario. So, like, find yourself some people that aren't going to gatekeep and that aren't going to keep that information to themselves. Because, I mean, everything that I know, I've ultimately learned from somebody else or the hard way from not having listened.
I
So,
guarantee you
yep,
that's how Bonnie found out about that Neopard. That's from somebody that's really suffered with a parvo experience, and then Neopard got introduced, and they never had those problems again. And then they
yeah.
tell everybody about anybody that uses Neopard will swear by it.
mhm,
It's
Yep.
really good. It really is good.
The main thing is to always remember that if it ever shows up to your door and it is not cold, do not administer it.
no, oh no, it
It
has
is
to.
no longer good. It has to stay cold.
Mhm,
That's the main thing. I've
That's
had
good
friends that have
information.
ordered and somehow or another their package got lost, and when they got their Neopar, it was warm. It was room temperature, and I was like, you
mm,
cannot give that, and you need to call the people and raise Cain with them,
mhm.
Yeah, like
because
semen,
that's
like just like semen.
100%. Yeah, very,
yeah.
very similar. So, yep. Oh yeah. No, it's
If warm, do not administer.
not
Yep.
at all. I think in all reality, like you can with like sprays and ointments and things like that, those don't ever have to be refrigerated. But
No.
when you're talking about, wormers and, ivermectin, especially, like you absolutely, absolutely, and then other, uh, all of their earlier shots, their 2 and 6 week
Yep.
shots,
Refrigerated,
all
absolutely.
have to be refrigerated. So it's like,
Have to be refrigerated. Yeah, I literally will. If I'm doing the Neopart or even their shots, I only take like one or two things out to do a shot. I administer those, go get more. Everything always stays in the refrigerator so it doesn't have any time to get to room temperature.
That's a
Yeah,
good habit with raw prepping as well. I tell you,
yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of people miss that. If you're prepping raw for a big program, it's an all day affair. You can't get 50 pounds of meat out on the counter and go to cutting and grinding and doing all this stuff and think that that stuff's going to be good by the time you get everything portioned out.
Yeah.
It's gonna, especially if it's chicken, you're gonna have a problem.
Mm.
oh yeah, yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
growing sea monkeys on that, yeah, before you even
Real
get to it.
quick. Yeah,
It's like I said, it becomes a science project.
it does.
Yeah.
Golly, man.
So, but
Yep.
you gotta be careful. But I mean, and that's the thing is,
Oh, you're going in
learn
there?
along the way. Learn
What an
along.
educational live. It's always such a treat when we get people on here that you can just tell with every word that taking care of their dogs is the most important thing, and that um, you know I just love it when it's not just a business, but when it's personal. You
Yeah,
got your whole family
you
involved.
can see the passion.
You've been with the puppies and your dogs the whole time. It's a joy to see somebody that's so involved, that loves what they're doing. Is taking the time to get online and dig around and learn all this stuff and talk to the old heads and the mentors that have bumped their head on everything and got all the nitty gritty about stuff. And I can
And then
see
share
you've
it.
most certainly done that in all those
Yeah.
accounts. So
We have learned by trial and error a lot.
Mm.
And like I said, I've had a lot of amazing people to help me along the way. A lot of stuff I've also learned, and you know, it's we need to come together as a community. Um, I have people who message me, Miss Bonnie, I need your help, Miss Bonnie. What do you got?
Brandon was talking about how, like, yeah, yeah.
What do you got? I can try and help. This is what's
Mhm.
worked for me in this situation. This is what I've learned from it. If we did that, and I always say, Choose kindness. We need more of it. Ow, you little turd. Sorry.
As you're getting bit, you're like, choose niceness. Ow.
um, I have to
She
hold the
wasn't paying
piranha.
attention.
Yeah. So, but I always want somebody to, if they ever came to me and asked a question, I would never turn them away. If I don't know the answer, I will find somebody who can help you.
There we go.
Because everyone that I ever asked questions to was very helpful, was very honest with me. I mean, I did meet some people who had some questionable advice, but I kind of weeded that out. But if everybody chooses to do a little bit of kindness for the next person, it's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
It's going to make a difference. If we put forth the kindness, we put forth the effort to help each other instead of rip each other down, it's going to make a difference eventually.
100%.
We're all about
Slowly
the
but surely, change
positivity,
will take
man.
place.
Mm-hmm.
I love just giving it. I'm not a gatekeeper either, man. I just give it away. I don't care. I want to better the breed, and anything we can do to add to what people know and help people learn and get intrigued to dig into this stuff, man. That's a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
100%. Well,
Yeah.
Bonnie,
And
we've enjoyed this. This has been a
yes.
very, very good
Well, thank
live.
you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was shell shocked. She messaged me and she says, "Hey, I got some openings." And I was like,
I'm just happy
"Okay."
you said yes, because again, I've been nerding out to you for a little while now, and it was just one of those things where I was like, I really hope she feels comfortable coming on and talk to it, because I didn't, I mean, you don't like know us yet, and at that point, so I was nervous about you telling me no, but
Well,
you know, very
congratulations
great.
on your success and your
I
pups,
appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
your litter, and that beautiful pup, and
Thank you.
your family affair that you have going on there, and all that. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, guys. And it was wonderful. Thank you so much for having us. And
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody's help and, guidance and just knowledge and good, basically like a big family. That's what we all are, is a big family. We love a mutual breed, whether it be
Exactly.
pocket, classic, standard, whatever. Our
Oh, for sure.
breed is still the American bully. And we need to preserve our breed and hold it dear, because we have situations where there are some paths that people are just ripping it apart, and there are some paths that we're trying to adhere to all the standards and to secure our breed as something
Yeah.
that we can represent, and maybe eventually we may be a breed that, you little shit, sorry.
Jesus, trying you today. She's trying you today.
Got a mouthful of needles.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That maybe AKC eventually would actually
Yeah.
recognize us as a stand-up breed,
Mm-hmm.
and we could have those goals, and we would be under all one. What would you think if we went to a Westminster and the
Oh,
American Bully went across the stage? You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
That'd
yeah.
be so cool. So cool to
That would
witness.
be
I get hyped when
amazing,
I see an AM staff. I'm just like, yeah, baby, because
right?
it feels like it's just one step closer.
Yeah,
Hey, can you put the
that is
piranha
true.
up?
Put the piranha up. Oh God. Good luck with that. Yeah, those are needle sharp teeth. Go. Woo.
Needles, man.
But yeah.
Golly, they're sharp.
But yeah, I mean, people like you, we definitely, we need more of that in the community. And I really appreciate you being willing to come on and talk dogs with us. I mean, you made yourself vulnerable. You gave away some secrets, which you don't consider secrets, which I love that.
No, because we all have to learn somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, thank you again, girl. This
Thank you.
was
I appreciate
enriching.
you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. You guys have a
It's our
beautiful
pleasure.
night.
Good
You
night.
too.
Too.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.